Instead of one single Krispy Kreme strawberry glazed donut, you could eat 2 of these donuts. You'd get in 10 times more protein and it would be less calories. These donuts have macros that are so freaking good. You can eat these instead of protein bars. They're strawberry glazed protein donuts. They are fluffy, they are soft, they are moist. If you have a sweet tooth and you like strawberry donuts, you will love these. We're gonna start with flour, self-rising flour. We need 6 tablespoons or 45 grams. If you don't have self-rising flour, you can use regular flour, but you're gonna need to add some baking powder to it or the donuts won't rise. Add a little pinch of baking soda.
It's falling from the bottom, what the heck?
Now we need equal amounts of whey and casein and protein powder. You can't just use one or the donuts are gonna be so freaking bad, you're not gonna like them. If you just use casein, they're not gonna rise. They're gonna be flat little pucks that are moist. If you just use whey, they're gonna rise a shit ton and be so freaking dry, it's gonna taste like rubber. You don't want your donuts to taste like a tire. You want them to be nice, soft, and moist. So use 20 grams of whey protein powder and 20 grams of casein protein powder. If you want a protein powder that is awesome for baking, has a super fine consistency and an amazing flavor, you gotta check out Legion. French vanilla is the most versatile flavor. You can use it in any recipe. Use code Rahul to save yourself some money, and if you don't like any of their products, tell them. They will give you all your money back. Throw in a big pinch of salt to bring out all the flavors, and that is it for our dry ingredients. We only needed 5 dry ingredients. Give this dry ingredient bowl a good mix. You don't want any clumping. You want all the powders mixed together properly, and then set this aside. Pumpkin puree is an awesome substitute in low-calorie recipes for butter and oil because it keeps things very moist, but it also keeps things very low-calorie. Although a lot of you guys say you don't like pumpkin, I don't understand. When I use it in chocolate recipes, you cannot taste the pumpkin, but somehow a lot of you guys don't like pumpkin. You refuse to even make the recipe because there's pumpkin puree in it. I'm gonna show you a secret ingredient you can use instead of pumpkin that's gonna keep things just as moist, just as low calorie, but no pumpkin flavor. But I'm telling you, you can't taste it in the chocolate recipes. Make them with pumpkin, it works. Grab a new bowl for the wet ingredients and throw in a tablespoon of butter. I'm using light butter. Why? Because regular butter has 100 calories in a tablespoon. This has 35. A third of the calories of regular butter. Now take your butter and microwave it for 20 to 30 seconds until it is all melted. Then the secret ingredient that is not pumpkin that is gonna keep this recipe super moist, applesauce. Throw in 60 grams of applesauce into your bowl. That is exactly a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons. Around 12 spanks. The reason you're making these donuts is because you care about your health. I found this new tool that lets me track my body composition and overall health over time. I'm so excited to share it with you guys. It's the Body Pod. I have a routine that I follow every single morning. I've done this for years. As soon as I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and before I eat or drink anything, I weigh myself and I log it. I don't have to track my weight anymore because the Body Pod does it for me. I just step on this thing every morning, and not only does it track my weight, it tracks more than 40 other metrics. It tracks my weight, it tracks my BMI, it tracks my body fat percentage, it tracks the amount of body fat I have on different parts of my body, like my torso, my arms, my legs. It tracks my muscle mass and the amount of muscle mass I have on different parts of my body. It's actually freaking crazy how much I know about my body just by stepping on the scale. The Body Pod is essentially an in-body scan that you can now do at home. In the past, you would have to go to medical centers or gyms to get your body composition checked, but with the Body Pod, you can now do your body scan at home. And you might be wondering, what's the accuracy of this? Well, it's plus or minus 3% of a DEXA scan. A DEXA scan is gold standard, except it's very painful to get. You have to go out of your way, and you have to get scanned, and it's very expensive. This, you will save money, and you'll be able to find metrics about yourself way more frequently. So my daily routine, I wake up, I go to the bathroom, I step on this thing, I grab the handle and I bring it up and I just hold on to it for a few seconds while the Body Pod scans my entire body. Then it takes all the metrics, sends it to my phone, I open up the app and I can track my weight and the progression of it over the course of the day, over the course of the week, over the course of the month. So I know, am I getting closer and closer to my goals? The Body Pod is awesome. I will leave a special link and discount code in the description. You should go check it out. Another awesome fat alternative is Greek yogurt. Add 30 grams into the bowl. Crack 1 egg into this bowl. We only want the egg white, not the yolk, so fish out the yolk. You can feed it to your dog if you want. I'm a dog, but I don't feel like eating the egg yolk, so I'm gonna feed it to my other dog, which is sitting in there. Make sure this is mixed up real well. Get your forearm workout in right now, and then you can also get it in at night. 2 forearm workouts, crazy. Now toss in some water in there. You don't need a lot, 50 to 60 grams. Toss your wet bowl into the dry bowl and mix, fold. Don't mix vigorously. This is not when you get your forearm workout in. If you mix too much, gluten's gonna form and then it's gonna turn to bagel or it's gonna turn to pizza. It's not gonna be donuts. You don't want that. So stop mixing as soon as you get a batter. Notice how I didn't add any vanilla extract to this recipe and also any sweetener into this recipe. That's because my protein powder is vanilla flavored and it is very sweet. If you want vanilla flavor, add some vanilla extract. If your protein powder is not that sweet, add some sweetener. Silicone donut tray, it is fantastic. Nothing ever sticks. You just pop the donuts right out. Fill up your silicone donut tray with the batter. Try not to get any on the nipple. You want to keep your nipple dry, not wet. Little pat down to get them all flat. And then throw this thing in your oven, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for 14 to 15 minutes. I made a fat loss cookbook with 150 recipes that helped me lose over 100 pounds and go from this to this. From dessert recipes like donuts, cookies, and cheesecakes to savory recipes like pizza, crunch wraps, and pastas. This book contains everything you need to lose weight. I'm constantly updating the book with new recipes and you'll get free updates forever. Go check out my cookbook. It'll help you achieve your goals while enjoying the foods you love. While these are baking, let's whip up a quick strawberry frosting. It starts with 60 grams of Greek yogurt and then 15 grams of vanilla whey protein powder. Mix this together before we add the next ingredient to make sure there's no clumps of whey. And then toss in 2 tablespoons of sugar-free strawberry jam. You gotta make sure you get the sugar-free version because the calories of the sugar-free version versus the sugar version are insane. Mix this all up. 15 minutes in the oven, take them out. Look at that, they are fluffy. Do not overbake them, they will get dry. If a knife goes in and out of the donut cleanly, that means the donuts are done. Let them cool for like 10 to 15 minutes and then we'll frost them up. Pop all your donuts out of the silicone mold. Take each donut, dunk it right into that strawberry frosting. Make sure it's coated real nice and well and pull that thing out. And then optional, but I need it, rainbow sprinkles. Take some rainbow sprinkles and sprinkle it on your donuts. A teaspoon of rainbow sprinkles is only 30 calories. It's a lot, but we don't need to use a lot here. Just sprinkle a teaspoon across all 4. The calories and macros on these donuts are great. One donut is only 127 calories, 16 grams of protein, 13 grams of carbs, and only 1 gram of fat. If you compare that to one Krispy Kreme strawberry glazed donut, that is 260 calories, only 3 grams of protein, 36 grams of carbs, more than 20 grams of sugar, and 12 grams of fat. So you could eat 2 of these donuts for less calories than one single Krispy Kreme, and you would get in 10 times as much protein. It is nice and soft and fluffy on the inside. That's the texture you want. All right, bro, I already took a bite. I couldn't wait. Take one.
Thank you.
125 calories, 15 grams of protein, something like that.
Damn.
Cheers.
Cheers.
These are soft, bro.
Moist.
Mad moist. Mad moist. Look at that. It's fluffy. It is super soft. You just inhaled it? You finished it? Respect, bro. You want another one? Dude, these are soft, right?
Super soft, bro.
You like munchkins or donuts more?
I'm gonna have to say munchkins, bro.
Why? Yeah, there's a hole in the middle of these.
Yeah, dude.
And when I see a hole, I need to fill it. If you like donuts, go check out my chocolate frosted donuts video. And if you like munchkins, I have vanilla glazed munchkins and chocolate glazed munchkins. Check those videos out. Want to get in the best shape of your life? I can write you a custom diet plan, or I can coach you one-on-one personally to help you reach your goals. Links in the description down below.